So we are a year older, wiser this week.
Well, the two of us had birthdays recently,
Yeah.
yes.
So your birthday was on October 31st, mine November 3rd, so we're getting a bit older but wiser.
We're aging like fine wine.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Like fine wine. We don't, I always like to say I don't age, I evolve. So that's
Yeah.
my
That's it. That's it.
I
Yeah.
evolve.
On my birthday I put up on Facebook I put up two videos of the same song of Van Halen, one from 1982. They were playing Unchained, and
Uh-huh.
another one when they were on Jimmy Kimmel's show, when they did that
Oh
concert
wow.
outside. So I said, a little bit older, grayer, but wiser. Nothing changes.
You gotta get wiser. If you're not getting wiser, then you're
Yeah,
missing the boat. You gotta get wiser.
yeah. So you know, when you pass 50, it's like people say, or past 40, it's all downhill. But it's what you make of it. You try to stay young. You know what I mean? I
I, you know what? I don't even honestly, I don't even think about my age
no, I
anymore.
don't.
Like I just, whatever. It's like I still go in the gym
Yeah,
and I'm amazed at how hard I'm able to go in there and train. Like
yeah,
I know I'm out lifting, and I'm not necessarily out lifting weight wise because I don't focus on that, but
yeah,
like
yeah,
my intensity levels, I blow away most of the 20 and
yeah,
25-year olds in the gym. Like I kill it. Like people look at me like like, what are you getting ready for? Like, and I'm not even getting ready for anything. It's just like, but my capacity to still train my ass, like I don't even think about age.
yeah.
It just
Because we,
doesn't.
we we were brought up differently. Uh, we're the generation. We would ride our bikes. Crash on the ground, go home, blood coming out of your knees. You
So
know,
true.
no,
Like we would get on our bikes like and
yeah,
ride
yeah,
my like
yeah,
like, things that people drive like, oh, I'm going to drive a couple of towns. We
yeah,
would ride
yeah,
bikes to take us hours.
yeah. When I used to live in Toronto, from our house, I used to ride my bike downtown with all the bike trails, tie it up, things probably you don't do today anymore because people steal things. Go to
Yeah,
watch a film, eat a couple of Whoppers, because we have the energy, we can use it and ride back home before the sun goes down.
that's so true. You don't see now when I see kids like out like they're riding like a scooter thing
Yeah.
that's motorized.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
see like bike, and we
Yeah.
used to bike for, I mean, I would like leave on my bike like during the summers
Yeah.
in the morning, bye mom, and
Yeah.
I'd come home at night like
Yeah.
12 hours
Yeah.
later having biked the whole day and it was like
Yeah.
nothing. That's what
Yeah.
we
And
did.
and it's like you see those, all right, off topic, but you see those back then it was like I don't know what is it, Facebook group. You would see all the bikes in the front lawn of somebody's house. That's how you would know everybody's there.
Yeah, that was it. You'd go there and there was just lines of bikes or
Yeah. Yeah.
you'd go to your favorite pizza place or whatever and
Yeah.
there'd be
Yeah.
all the teenagers, whatever, everybody's there with their bikes
Yeah.
are out. But now I'm driving my car and I see all these kids on these little scooter things. I'm like, oh, lazy.
Yeah, yeah, it's different. It's like I don't know if you watched the first, obviously Stranger Things, the first season.
Oh,
It
I
was
did.
like
Huge Stranger Things fan.
the first season was flashback to the 80s because they were on their bikes and the
Yeah.
cinemas and my daughter's saying you're really getting into this. I'm telling you, it's like a flashback. I was like,
Yep.
you have no
Yep.
idea. It's like
I don't know about you, but I feel like the 80s was like the best time.
yeah,
Like was like the best time for music, movies,
yeah.
just life.
I mean, we were both. I
Much
was born
simpler.
in 70. I don't know when you were 69, 68,
Like 68. So yeah,
68.
so
So
basically the same. We're in the same
yeah,
spot.
yeah. So when you're young, you don't really remember. You see videos and say, "Wow, I was already young in those days." But the 80s was like really. It's like everything evolved from the 80s. The movies exploded. Certain bands, certain types of electronics. Atari, the computer age.
Yep.
It started up. I remember in school at 11, 12, there was the pet Commodore. With the green screen and the icon. That's where we started. So everything we evolved with everything. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
kids have no idea waiting for the internet to come on for like 10 minutes. Then somebody picks up the phone and you're screwed, you know, at
Yeah.
home, with the
Yeah. Yeah.
dial-up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
or a record, if it gets scratched from the first song, it goes to the fifth one. You know what I mean? It's like And the thing is now records are coming back in style. My
Well,
daughter,
because it's like a vintage
yeah, my
thing.
daughter buys records now.
Because nothing sounds the same. Nothing sounds like classic, like vinyl
Yeah,
records.
she bought a record player. She has the records. I put all my Van Halen records in her collection now because I can't put them there. You know, I said it's like what? It's crazy. It's like
You remember things like having in your car a cassette player
yeah,
and
yeah,
buying little cassettes and
yeah, yeah,
you know,
and
like
the cassette with the pencil to wind it up. If it comes all out, you take it out of you take it out of in your car and it like sticks inside.
oh my
You know.
God, that's this that
you know,
that's classic
Blockbuster
stuff.
video and all this stuff. You wait till Friday to watch one film. Now you turn on Netflix and
Yeah, oh my God. I remember standing in line at
yeah,
Blockbuster looking and looking what
yeah.
movie should I rent and all this stuff.
No trade,
Hilarious.
yeah, no previews, nothing. Now we do,
And also television. There was just like ABC,
yeah,
NBC,
yeah,
CBS,
yeah,
maybe HBO. That was
yeah,
about it. And
yeah,
now there's just like
yeah,
thousands of channels and
yeah,
streamings, and
yeah,
it's so
and
funny.
so people know if you're watching like Seinfeld, which we both love, you miss an episode, that's it. There's
Yeah.
no going back, and
Yeah.
it's like
Uh, But then they finally came out with the most amazing device. You could tape it on a
yeah,
big machine. You could tape the episode.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wow, that's
yeah.
amazing.
La,
But you know what? This is a good segue into what we were discussing before because we want to start bringing some of the old school bodybuilding
yeah,
back to the show and start doing a new segment next
yeah,
show, a look
yeah,
back. So we want to look back at some of the
yeah,
older Arnold classics, Ironmans,
yeah, yeah.
Olympias.
We have to
So
see. We have to see what we're gonna name it still, but
yeah,
like people really compare in detail today the bodybuilding. Nobody really compared in detail other than the articles of way back. So we're gonna, get the top five or maybe top 10 and analyze them, saying why should, like, for example, should have Flex Wheeler, should have he beat, Ronnie Coleman, or should have Kevin Levrone beat, whatever, and all this Dorian Yates should have he have won six and all these things, you know what I mean? Just having fun, looking
yeah,
back.
even going back to like say like even further, like even to like the '83 Olympia when Samir
Yeah,
won, Lee
yeah,
Haney did his first
yeah,
Olympia.
yeah,
Bertil Fox was like the hero of the show. Everybody thought he should have
yeah,
won, but he didn't
yeah.
win. So cool stuff like that. We'll bring
Yeah,
that
yeah,
back.
yeah. We can see, the controversies and explain, some of the backstories about these things, So, and even bodybuilding in the 80s, it was like, I mean, this is related to fitness, you know, Arnold and Stallone started, they were,
The movie trend
yeah,
of
so
muscle.
all of a sudden going to the gym was cool. Like
Yeah,
Stallone said in the Pumping Iron documentary in the beginning, when they did that 25th anniversary edition. He said it was cool to go to the gym now,
yeah,
and back then with all the nickel weights, and remember everything was chrome, you know.
yeah,
So, it was cool to look good. All the actors started having abs. The
yeah.
sing
That they started it. They started it,
Yeah, singers
and
started having abs,
yeah,
I mean,
everybody in the movie wanted to look good, and you start
yeah,
getting through like
yeah,
Brad Pitt in Fight Club, and then
yeah, yeah,
all the action heroes instead of looking normal, they all look shredded,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it became
So,
a
you
huge
know,
thing.
when guys see Stallone, the younger generation say, he's an old guy that looks he's in good shape. But listen, him and Arnold broke down so many walls, and you know, did things for, the fitness industry that nobody can do today. I don't care how popular you are, those guys started it, and they're still pushing it, I mean, Arnold is still doing what he does, trains every morning. Stallone looks fantastic. He's, his series,
And he's like almost 80,
yeah,
right?
Tulsa King, that series.
Tulsa
I
King,
mean,
yeah.
he's looking great. All right. You can see him as a bit fragile when he walks, but you know what? At that age, who has perfect legs? Their knees.
Yeah, but he's still like you could
Yeah,
still through his shirts, he
yeah,
still develops, you
yeah, yeah.
know?
No, Stallone's looking really good. Even I mean Arnold. He's been through a lot as well. So, but
But he's still training at Gold's Gym and
yeah,
doing his thing.
and listen, Stallone ripped both of his pecs when he was training. I don't know which Rocky it was with Franco
Yeah.
Colombo was
Yeah,
training in.
you could see
So
you were always able to see the dents. you
Yeah.
know.
So,
But you know who else had a great physique that a lot of people don't, and you'll appreciate it? Bruce Lee.
oh, of
Bruce
course.
Lee maybe weighed 140 pounds,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But he would remember how when he would like flex his muscles and stuff,
Yeah.
abs shredded, he would
Yeah.
wide back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't have a lot
Another
of
one.
total mass, but
Yeah.
he was on film too. That was another crazy
Yeah.
looking physique too.
Another guy that started in the 70s and like exploded in the 80s with, Enter the Dragon and all those films, it's like it's a
Yeah.
shame he passed away really young.
Oh, I was such a huge Bruce Lee
I
fan.
watched all his films. They're all
Such
fantastic.
a huge fan.
Enter the Dragon, I think I watch it once a year. It's so
Oh,
amazing.
I've seen them all 100 times. But
Yeah.
I remember the one scene, I don't remember if it was from Enter the Dragon. It could have been where he was like kind of like warming up and then he would flex and he'd spread his lats.
Yeah.
And he
Incredible.
was wide, man.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
had wide lats, you
Yeah.
know. I mean,
It's
he wasn't big, but he trained, and a lot of people don't know he trained with weights too. He
Yeah, and
was
then
pretty.
Steve McQueen, he was helping Steve McQueen and all these other actors, so um it started late 70s, it's because remember, like Pumping Iron, obviously this all comes out from Pumping Iron. In the early 70s, it was like peace, love, and joy. Everybody was like fucking, they're all, stoned out of their brains, the physique wasn't the main thing. Then, like Arnold came along, Stallone, Bruce Lee, and you don't have to make an actor look fake in the movies anymore. He's there, he's ready. Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible
Yeah, I
Hulk.
mean, those are the extreme, but but
Yeah,
the main thing is like we're talking about is that just the regular,
yeah,
normal actors
yeah,
would now all of a sudden Ryan Gosling has abs, and this
yeah,
one has like
yeah,
everybody wants to look,
yeah,
Thor and all these guys. I mean, like,
yeah,
and you didn't have to wear a suit. Now
yeah,
you really look like that, and that became like a
yeah,
major part of the film industry, which
yeah,
is
yeah.
awesome. I mean,
And before we continue, one guy that pushes the limit all the time, what's his name? He played Batman once.
oh, Christian,
Yeah, he gains weight and loses weight. He
oh,
looks,
yeah, he goes to extreme.
yeah, there was one
And look
film
at
where,
anorexic, like he's
yeah, there was one
dying.
film, yeah, and then next thing you know, he's all ripped with abdominals, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, these Hollywood people, I don't know what they do behind the scenes, but they really push the limit sometimes, to do these.
It's become I mean, my industry of training people,
Yeah,
it's become a huge thing. Now all actors, have trainers
yeah,
and they bring their trainers with them to the set.
yeah,
I mean, look at The Rock. I mean, look at guys
yeah,
like that. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
everybody's just it's you want to go on screen and you want to part of it is the allure is having that physique. You want to
yeah,
see an action hero or a superhero looking like
yeah,
a superhero, and
yeah,
they do, but not all of them. The funny thing is though a lot of them will finish a film and then they'll
yeah,
stop, and then
yeah,
the next time you see them, and they're kind of like chubby or skinny
yeah,
fat. Like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened?
Yeah, yeah. So obviously people get older as well, and some people don't understand that. You're always seeing him the same way. Then you see him on internet and say, God, how this guy's old. You know what I mean? It's like Lou Ferrigno, you're stuck with the Hulk look or Pumping Iron. It's stuck in your head. Then you see him now, he's an old man, still looking good. But for us, sometimes it's like hard to register that this guy got old. It's like when you
Yeah.
see Arnold today and you see him in Pumping Iron, it's like, what a, you know, it's age, Father Time.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I mean, listen. There's plenty of people who into their 70s and 80s still have crazy physiques. We've seen
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
but that's because it's just a major. It's every day. They never stop. It's
Never
just
stop.
part of
Yeah.
life. But I was thinking about. It's interesting how we talk about the transition, especially in the film world. Think about Rocky 1 and 2. His
Yeah.
body there, and then what he turned into Rocky 3,
Yeah. And then,
like
yeah. And then
4.
four, he was chiseled to the bone.
Right,
That
like
was,
3 and 4, all of a sudden
yeah.
so it's like you could see the shift, like
Yeah.
of what you wanted to see
Yeah.
now. Like,
I'll never forget that look he had in four where his abdominals and even the side, he was like shredded.
oh, he was bodybuilder. He was like probably
Yeah. And
4% body
Dolph
fat
and
shredded.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren looked
Yeah.
insane
who
too.
who celebrates his birthday on November 3rd as well. So we're we're the same, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
going to look back at that stuff. I think it'll be kind of fun for
yeah,
the viewers
yeah,
that are more towards our age and even for the younger guys
yeah.
to see
Nostalgic, you know,
where it
going.
came from.
Yeah, people love the old stuff. You know, um, going back is fun sometimes. You know, we
I
can
love
analyze
looking at
them.
older. I love looking at the old because back when I started, I mean, I remember I had copies. I have them probably downstairs somewhere in
Yeah,
my garage.
yeah,
The videotapes of the '83 Olympia, the
yeah.
'84
I
Olympia,
have them.
'85 Olympia.
Yeah,
I have them sitting
yeah. I
around.
have
Like I used to
a
love watching that.
I have a folder on my computer. It's full of Olympia footage, Iron Man, whatever I find. You know, I try to get or keep or whatever. I mean, I love it. I love it. I mean, you know, the when you see that those Olympias, it's something. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not bashing today's things. I'm far from it, but there was something about it back then. You know, there was no flashes of lights, and there was no, you know, it's just a black stage and these guys competing, and that's what they had to do. There was no social media, there was no distractions. It was just Joe Weider gave you a contract. If it wasn't Joe Weider, somebody else, or they tried to work for that contract to get one, and they did everything possible to place, you know, um, to
And
place one.
we had no inside look into what a person would look like
No,
today. Like we had to wait until they competed.
yeah,
You know, the closest would be seeing a magazine article,
yeah.
but
Two
that we
months
had to wait for
later,
every month.
yeah,
2 months later, so it's like there was
that's when,
something more pure about it. Like you
yeah.
just really the
Yeah.
excitement
Yeah.
level,
Yeah.
you know.
It's still
But
today when you open an old magazine, it still excites you when you see those articles and the photos and
I still have a ton of them because since I wrote,
yeah.
Jesus, since I was writing for, I wrote Iron Man, I wrote for
Yeah.
Flex, I wrote for Muscle and Fitness, Planet. I mean, all of them. I've written for all
Yeah.
of them, so I still have a
Yeah.
bunch of all my downstairs where all my articles are in.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun to open
Yeah, it's cool.
those up and look.
Magazines had there's something. That's the
Like the covers of the magazine, like who's going
yeah.
to be on the cover, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. That's
And those
I mean
amazing photographers back
yeah.
then who would make
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
amazing, like Per Bernal
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know all the different ones, Ralph Dahan, all
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
photographers who put these great
Um
covers.
that's the thing that I miss the most from the bodybuilding industry is the magazine. It's the Flex magazine. The Flex, that magazine, I never used to miss a copy when I, you know, when I
Oh, what a flex I
that
had since the
magazine
day
was
that came out.
hardcore bodybuilding, you know, that I love that magazine. You know, it and even Muscle Mag, you know,
I got them all. Flex, Muscle Mag, Muscular Development, Iron Man was a
yeah,
different kind of little bit different. I
yeah,
liked Iron Man, a lot of Mike Nevue stuff in
yeah,
there. I've been in Iron Man on the cover of Iron Man, so of course I have a love for it. But all those different and for a while, when Jeff Everson, may he
yeah,
rest in peace,
yeah,
I used to
yeah,
write for his Planet Muscle magazine, and that was a great magazine, especially in terms
yeah.
of scientific information. I
Uh-huh.
loved it. I love the magazine era. I
Like
miss it.
I always mention in my friend, he lives in Malta, Raymond Kassar. He's the guy from Muscle Time. He
Yeah, we
has
talk
probably
photography,
the biggest collection of magazines in the world.
probably.
Every
Yeah.
copy, man. I'm telling you, he has everything from Japan, from it, one, you know, from the beginning to the end. So, you know, it's something incredible. But anyways, let's move on to
Yeah, let's start the show. You and I are reminiscing
well,
here.
it's still bodybuilding. We started, you know,
I
reminiscing,
know.
then we got into Stallone and you know Arnold. So, anyways, it's
Yeah.
the